This is why we were very fortunate to have Anthony Aguilar as a guest on our podcast.
Another hero. We keep getting some seriously courageous, badass people. That's the truth. These are people these are revolutionaries. See, I know that Dr. Sidwa wouldn't necessarily deem himself a revolutionary, but he is.
In his own way.
You go there now with no supplies and you're calm and collected and trying to help people. Yeah, that's pretty revolutionary, man.
I agree. Here's what happened on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday.
The state's government is complicit in genocide. You have an obligation to the Constitution of the United States. I'm a disabled veteran.
There's a genocide! There's a genocide! Stop!
You are all complicit in genocide.
What I always find interesting, and if you look in on this liberal shitbag sitting right there with his,
his satchel and his sweater, satchel.
And his Foster Grant glasses and his tie.
He's so disinterested.
His cashmere sweater.
And this disabled veteran, who is one of the most honorable people, is standing there and he's just has nothing to say. That's a beta right there.
Colin, can you zoom in on this guy? Can you zoom in on him?
He can't zoom. How can he zoom?
No, unfortunately.
I want you all to understand that this guy who's sitting here with his head down, staring at his phone, who clearly is of, let's just say, a comfortable life. He lives a comfortable life. This is who sends people like Anthony Aguilar off to die. That's who does it. It's guys that look like him. Guys that would never be able to defend themselves in a fist fight, much less have to put their lives on the line to actually defend this country. This is who we die for, guys. We die for shitheads like this.
Look what they do to Anthony Aguilar. They drag him out.
You're complicit in a genocide! You're complicit in a genocide! Eddie, there's a genocide! Eddie, there's a genocide!
Look what they do to our veterans.
There's a genocide!
This is infuriating to me. Do I have a rager-meter yet? I don't know if I have a rager-meter. I don't know.
He is, and he is arresting a woman who knows him.
Sorry. Anywho, yeah.
It's true. And that's why it's got to be tough for him, because he probably doesn't want to do this, but he's told, hey, got to do it. It's the way it is.
You are complicit in genocide of the Palestinian people. You are complicit. Come on, Eddie. Eddie,
I don't know who she is, but she's awesome.
You guys remember this lady's name? Because I think I follow her on Instagram. I'm not remembering it at the moment.
Right.
She's good people. We'll see. It's terrible.
Israeli terrorists are committing a genocide, and the U.S. Congress and Senate are complicit in funding the bombs that are forcing children to be slaughtered and massacred. Shame on this government. The United States of America is complicit in genocide. The Israeli terrorists are starving children.
If they'll arrest veterans, they'll arrest you.
Stop the bombs! Stop the bombs! Stop! Shame on you! You're complicit! This is your legacy! This is your legacy! Why are they arresting you?
They're arresting us for speaking out against genocide.
Stop the bombs!
The U.S.
Stop
Congress
the bombs!
is paying for the death of children.
Slaughtering babies!
Women and children!
Stop slaughtering babies!
Her name is Josephine Guilbeault, I guess is how you say it. Yeah, I would have her on in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah. And somebody says to have Steve from Hill Palestine. We did have him on, Bianca. We interviewed him a little while ago. Yeah, he's amazing also.
So when we say that we are deeply concerned about what's happening in Cyprus, this is yet another reason why. Because they're already looking for their escape plan. They're already looking for a way out of justice. This is what the Nazis did. They escaped to Argentina. They escaped to Uruguay. This is what happens. And the same thing's going to repeat itself all over again. They are going to find their way to Cyprus, and they are going to build their next, it was a shunda.
It's a shunda.
But that's why. And on the domestic side, you know, sometimes your heroes come in different ways, especially when it comes to political ideology. There is no more courageous federally elected representative in the nation today than Thomas Massie. I don't think anybody would argue that. And unlike Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massie does not participate in insider trading. Sorry, Marjorie, but you're guilty. But Thomas Massie, who is pursuing the Epstein case like no one else, talk about putting yourself in harm's way. But honestly, as we have discussed, clearly something clicked in him after his wife passed on. And he has just been on this mission for justice ever since then. And so this was an ad that was done on Thomas Massie's behalf.
Be honest with the American people about what's going on here. This is political theater.
No, I don't think Thomas Massie understands government. I think he's a grandstander, frankly.
The president's consultants have spent $1.8 million against me.
What he promised us was we would put America first.
Most Democrats are just fine with this kind of totalitarian state.
Yes, they are. They love it. They're not fighting. Remember, the Democratic establishment's theory, especially this moron who thinks he's going to be president of the United States, is simply this.
Good luck to you, Gavin. Good luck to you.
Their attitude is, we don't have to do anything. We just have to let this country sink even further into hell, and by default, they will vote us back in. We don't have to actually help anybody. We just have to make the Republicans look as bad as possible, and by accident, we will win. That is the mindset of the Democratic Party, especially when it comes to Epstein and especially when it comes to Israel. They don't care. Just like we see when people actually care about the issue when it isn't on the side of the Democrats in power. If the Democrats were in power right now, you better believe that the shoe would be on the other foot. But of course, all of the MAGA people out there that do this for a living would be screaming at the top of their lungs that Harris was hiding things from the American people. So, like we said, red team, blue team, bullshit, it must die. And at least somebody like Thomas Massie gets that.
Totalitarian state that the bureaucrats are pushing on us. But Republicans at least pretend to be against these things.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
This is not going away. How many agents or assets of the federal government were present on January 6th?
We are going to the Capitol.
The American public isn't buying it.
We're knocking out bump stocks.
What he's showing us here is not a bump stock. And I would hope that we've learned something from the COVID experience, that some of our science projects aren't the best ideas.
I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. I totally did it. It was a really great idea. We totally saved America. Fauci's a really terrible, but a really great guy.
If you look at my colleagues' feeds now, they all look the same.
There it is.
Can you just let it play? Can you just let it play?
Everybody but me has an AIPAC person. It sets up a fake fight that we all know here is fake. The compromise has already been reached in a smoke-filled back room here. You don't have anything over on me. Like, you could literally take everything I've got and I can create it again. I refuse to be a thespian in this failure theater.
I don't know what that means. What's, like, I like it, but I don't know what he's, like, what's the ask?
Well, he is running for re-election to Congress, and my guess is he will probably run for president. That's my guess. If he wins re-election,
I don't see. Well, so you're thinking he's going to challenge J.D. Vance?
Yes, absolutely.